So 5 things you can do. Sit down with your HR lead. Whoever, whether you have a director, whether you have a VP, whether you have, sit down with them and discuss business strategy and growth for the next 12 to 24 months. Okay? Where are you going? If your HR person doesn't know, they can't really help you. They can't be proactive. Discuss what skills gap may limit your ability and company's ability to achieve those goals. No point keeping that a secret. We're very, very transparent at Pythian. We have 8 people on the leadership team, and everybody knows what's going on very, very clearly. Discuss what HRPA programs are currently working and contributing to these goals and what opportunities exist to improve employee engagement. Discuss how better employee engagement will help corporate objectives. Be explicit, right? What does engagement mean? You can Google that. There's lots of definitions out there. There's, we did a program with Queens and Aon Hewitt. Discuss ideas for improved employee engagement. Better informal and formal feedback. I've learned a tremendous amount from Heidi this year about HR. We've learned together as an organization. We've had some pretty exciting debates, animated debates on performance management. Boy, that's a hot topic. Yikes. I was the scribe in that meeting. But man, I was just amazed at the debate, at the perceptions, at the concerns around performance management. Improved employee engagement. Communication is one of the easiest ones to improve. Get people to know where you're going, why you're going there, how they're part of it. HR can play an important role in helping you make sure that is happening. We do a lot of things. The interesting thing is, I treat HR in some sense, and Heidi loves this, I treat it like a blank slate. I have no preconceived views of what HR should or shouldn't do. And in fact, Heidi will tell you, sometimes I need to slow her down, because I do have an appreciation of how it takes 150 people to come along with you. And if you try and get 30 things done, she can do it, but 150 people can't. So you have to kind of slow down for them sometimes. Determine when and how HR connects to other functional groups and identify points for improvement. One of the things I've discovered in kind of learning the job of being a CEO is coherence is very important in an organization. Coherence comes from communication, but it's not communication alone. Organizations have important mesh points. In the case of sales and service delivery and HR, those mesh points are critical to the success of the organization. What's a mesh point? A mesh point is when sales sells something, and particularly in our business because it's so immediate, we immediately need to hire people. Service delivery needs to figure out how they're going to fit in. Sales needs to get the legals and the contracts done properly. And if all those things with finance and legals and so on do not connect with the right synchronization, and by the way, we're close to 11 people in sales, we have more than 100 people in service delivery, and 4 people in HR, and there's activity going on every day. And coherence can go out of whack decoherence is easy, okay? There's a totally separate lecture I give you on entropy, but I won't go there. But you need to get these organizations connecting. And you know what the beautiful thing is? At first you force formal systems on this. You force meetings, and you make sure that the head of sales and the head of service delivery and the head of HR are on the same page. But you know what the emergent condition that happens is, which is really wonderful to see, is it starts to happen informally. And then the actual formal meetings get a lot shorter. It's a really cool effect when you watch it. So if you are the HR lead, you know the wonderful thing about the web? All answers are out there. And for a guy who doesn't really have a framework on HR, and I was trying to put some slides together, I found this one. And Heidi's like, where did you get that? And I said, I'm not going to tell you. But you can pick whatever framework you want. Strategic business plan feeds into an HR plan, feeds into a recruitment. Okay? So we are going to, I can tell Heidi today how many people we're going to hire over the next 12 months. Not exactly the numbers, not exactly, specifically that's going to be Oracle DBAs or it's going to be MySQL, but I can give her a general sense of what she's going to have to staff up for, what rate. So HR has a view of where the company's going. And I've presented a 3-year plan and we're working towards that. And then HR needs to present their plan. Okay? How do they help meet those goals? Where are potential gaps? What are some proactive things that she can bring to the table, or he can bring to the table? So top 5 ways HR can drive success? Ask your CEO what keeps him up at night. What keeps you up at night, Rick? Determine what you and your CEO's combined expectations are for the next 3, 6, 12, 24 months. Set up a regular time to meet and review your progress and celebrate your success. My thesis tonight is that it is, whether you are in goods or services, okay, HR can, should, and must play a strategic role in your business in the 21st century, a global century, an IT century. And if it isn't, can't, or won't, your business goals may be more difficult to achieve.